my name's Jim Cusick. I'm Intero Advisory's VP of Business Growth. And in this video, I want to talk to you about a collective network. What is a collective network? How do I leverage a collective network? Does my company have a collective network? All those topics, so critical to getting the most out of any initiative you have in business development, recruiting, or marketing. Your company, no matter whether you have 5 employees or you have 10,000 employees, it doesn't matter. You have the ability to take a small sphere of influence and grow that exponentially. You have the ability to take any organic campaign and really drive results just by leveraging who you know. We hear all the time, but most of my business comes from referrals. Most of my best hires are referral based. We have 6 or 7 people that really help our marketing campaigns because they're constantly interacting with and sharing our content and talking about us. They're influencing people to come talk to us. All of those things are contributors to why you need to be leveraging your collective network. And if you're saying, all my business is cold, our best hires are from job boards, and our best advertising campaigns are straight paid content, that's awesome. However, you could still have all that benefit. That's great that you're doing a good job at those things. And over here, bolster what you're doing with harnessing a collective network. It's naive to think that every one of your employees, everyone who is employed by your company, has connected with everyone they know, whether that's clients, prospects, people they used to work with, people in the industry, friends, family that could be interested or would be somewhat interested or influenced by the work that you do. All of those different types of things, completely naive to think everyone is connected to those people on LinkedIn right off the bat. I've never seen it. We've talked to hundreds of companies, looked at hundreds of networks. Never has happened where someone's like, down the board, everyone who works here is connected. Typically, there's huge gaps. So there's some foundational work to do. But even if you just take the networks that exist today on LinkedIn, those as I like the digitized networks that are off LinkedIn, you just put them into LinkedIn, make sure you're connected to those individuals. You have a huge group. Huge is a relative term, obviously, but you have a sizable group that can be impactful for your business that you're not leveraging right now. The stat is 10 times more followers of your employees than your company page on LinkedIn. And typically, company pages have more following than other on LinkedIn than other social media channels because it's driven up by invites or job postings. People get part of the job, they're prompted to follow, those types of things. That collective network of that connective tissue between all of your employees of who they know, that connectivity, who's in the right proximity to your company is so important. LinkedIn, and behind the scenes, they don't even advertise it really. Occasionally they'll write about it in blogs. They have created so many different ways for you to take that data, that amazing data of who you know, and run it over client lists, target lists, marketing campaigns, open jobs, certain job titles. You can run that network over that and see exactly who we know, who we can get an introduction to, and keep your activities so much warmer and so much more effective. You take a tool like LinkedIn Sales Insights, it allows you to filter down to the certain persona within hundreds of thousands of companies on LinkedIn exactly how many people your company is connected to at that organization. You go into the account filters in the account list and you open up your target list, you can see how connected are we to our top clients or our top prospects. And then you can break it down on a tactical level and see who you need to get introductions with, who you need to make progress with. That also informs who you're marketing to. If you're putting out content on LinkedIn, whether it's through individuals or through company pages, the effectiveness all comes down to that collective network. It's everybody. If you have 10 people on your team and you have 500 connections and followers each, you have 5,000, let's just pretend they're all unique, probably not realistic, but you have 5,000 people that you could be interacting with. You have 5,000 people that, if they're the right people that your team is connected to, say 80% are the right people that you can cultivate, stay in front of, leverage when you need help with a certain thing, market to for jobs, market to for new business opportunities. That's all collective network. When you start to get so individualized on LinkedIn, you start to get these networks that are full of people that are irrelevant. You start to just look at it segmented and you don't actually see the big picture. You don't start to connect the dots. The best salespeople, the best recruiters, the best marketers are the ones who can connect the dots. It's just as simple as that. Let the most powerful engine for connecting dots in the world work for you by harnessing that collective network, cultivating that collective network, talking about that collective network, and really working with your employees and showing them, okay, how do we create employee advocacy around this collective network? The ones who can do that effectively, and you don't have to do it perfect. I'm not saying you have to be perfect with it, but be effective and efficient with it. You're not going to get everyone's buy-in. I always say that with LinkedIn. You're just like you're not going to get everyone's buy-in, and that's okay. But if you start to cultivate that, it's going to pay dividends. And then all of a sudden, when you ask everyone to, hey, can you guys post this? This happened. This great thing happened for our company. Can you get that out there? It's actually getting in front of people that matter versus, hey, let's just all post to check a box that we put a piece of content out there. I can't stress enough how much a collective network and really cultivating and harnessing that collective network is going to impact your organization. Show me an organization that couldn't benefit from a collective network, and I would just be shocked. Like I can't even, whether you're even a solopreneur, you say, well, Jim, how's a solopreneur going to benefit from a collective network? Typically, solopreneurs are part of groups or organizations, or they gravitate towards others that help them and kind of act not as employees, but as those pseudo coworkers, because they don't have coworkers. You can create connectivity within that in a collective network to benefit your organization. Whether you're a 10,000 person enterprise, 20,000 person enterprise, or solopreneur, that entire scale, collective networks, connectivity, leveraging that information, critical for your business. Again, my name is Jim Cusick. I'm our VP of Business Growth. Hope you took a lot from this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to connect with anyone on the Intero team or shoot me a note either by LinkedIn or by email. Appreciate it.